Oh, you're not going to be able to play with toys.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Chicago. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's 2nd down.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw
Right
side, caught by Odunze. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Hit by the All-Pro safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
They do not need what?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so
I love your
this
hair,
guy.
baby.
He identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Here's 1st and 10. And the Lions 1st down. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the
Let us start next Monday.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play.
It's kind of strange the way you usually tell the PT. Am I talking?
And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. 3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. On the ground, this is Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd down. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, that's St. Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On the tackle.
That
I'd
is
like to
not
see that
custom.
running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally.
So it's okay. That is just not a big custom.
Take that loss. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to
Who else
just get
is?
their quarterback and their passing game
Bad.
into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game
Mac and cheese is always possible.
lead to bigger and bigger gains. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
To the goal line and in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That is the first touchdown of the new year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20.
He literally ran me right by.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
I think going into the season, I make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises, but when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different
you got to break that
Hall of Fame
run.
players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these 4 organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment, and you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Now he'll work his way out right.
Oh, look at that, Caleb. Touchdown.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will level things out at 7 apiece.
He has a dash.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing here is gone. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll let one go down the middle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. And instead, we'll get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter.
He will do stuff. Have we ever not done stuff with him?
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. A good return as he takes
played Uno today. You're about to go with mommy to
looking to get back to work as
yeah.
This 3rd quarter.
Plenty of stuff.
The season starts, the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously, so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike. I think you look at Ashton Jeanty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their 1st-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. And I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they get Hunter early in his rookie year.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for Bears first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Moving left.
What was
Trying to
that?
throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. The drive begins at the 20. There's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. Gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Lions.
On play action. Goff. Catch is made by Wright. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
12 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd down at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 7.
They're going to run. There's a gun with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position for the playoffs down the stretch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one's good for 15 and a first down. Keenum. Right back to Moore. Another grab. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. A run here with Swift. And some good blocking at the point of attack. They'll pick up on 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now, faking the give. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game bad.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Roll. Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra. He knocks it through, and the Bears are on top. It's 14-10.
Yeah.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope, the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down. Here's Gibbs. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. They'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And third down coming up. Goff to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Lions.
Here's Goff. On target to Laporta. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9. Now, 2nd and inches.
At the 23.
Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's out to the flat. And it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. There's that man again. Another catch.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Goff. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That's complete. Some more on the right side. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
At the 31-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Open man, left side. He's got it. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears...
And they will spike it here with time still on the clock. And now a chance for the field goal that could send us to overtime.
57-yard attempt.
And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the job.